Vertical Aerospace Ltd (EVTL) stock rallied over 40% intraday to trade at $10.22 as at 1:48 p.m. today, the 20th of January 2021. The stock opened with a gain of 0.54% at $7.4 and touched an intraday high of $9.59 after 32 minutes into the session. The stock went on to a low of $8.13 during that session at around the time the broader market was collapsing. So it also rose above its 50-day moving average at $9.45, as well as its 200-day moving average at that moving average was at $9.77. So the news out there is not really a news. It's just that the recent declines we have been seeing with the stock, the declines it had in the previous sessions, came when, or rather worsened when Barclays started coverage of the electric aircraft developers stock at Underweight earlier on in the week. So trading volume for this session was, let's get that volume, was 9.5 million, above average, compared to 461,000, which is about the average daily volume for the stock. So what is certain is that it was a good session, pretty much, even though it has now it seems cooled off. Yes, the broader market, there was a sell-off in the broader market, so what we can say about the stock generally is that it appears to be in a strong bearish trend. Is that the case? Yes, we can see that. The underlying trend is a bearish one, even though it's all that rally that happened of late. Even the fact that it rose above its 200-day moving average at some point, it's still the underlying trend is still, the stock is still in a bearish trend. Shares are below a declining 200-day moving average, and the MACD is beneath its signal line. It's also lagging the S&P 500. Is the MACD beneath the signal line? Let's just quickly have a look. MACD beneath its signal line. Do we have MACD here? Let's see. We should have MACD somewhere here. Okay, yes, it's beneath the signal line. Yes, okay, it's just slightly beneath it. Okay, so momentum is strongly bearish. The 14 period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Is it oversold? Yes, it's oversold. Yes, actively, that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Today's volume, the 20th of January 2021, was heavier than usual, trading 9.542 million shares versus an average of 216,523 shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So probably given all that has happened of late, yes, buyers are presently more active than sellers, but at the same time, they have also been selling shares and driving the price lower. So maybe all in all, you could say the same buyers who are more active than sellers have eventually eventually started to sell more shares of late, driving the price lower. Obviously, that's what we have there. So we're still maintaining our ambitious target of $21.51. $21.51. Has it ever reached there? 21.51. It has never reached there. It has never reached there. This stock used to be a spark stock. It has never really reached there since the last 52 weeks. Let's look at the last 2 years, see whether it has ever happened, even though it has nothing to do with the stock, because if you have any data in that regard, it's mostly going to be about the spark itself. So it has never reached $21.51, but that's our target. We are maintaining that. We might as well just quickly see whether we can derive a much more short-term target. Okay, let's look at what happened in this session. Let's take a price of 9.27, assuming you got in here thinking, okay, it has pulled back now. Maybe if I get in now, or let me get in now, I'm supposing that it will push up again, having fallen from all the way from 1022 at some point. So you're getting it at 9.27, and no, it doesn't go in your direction. And then we pick this low of 8.32. we have 9.26 and 8.32. let's get the difference. Okay, are we sure about that? 9.29. okay, 9.29 minus 8.34, that will give us 9.0.95 times 2.618. you can use any other Fibonacci extension level you want. It could be you can use 3.618 or 1.618 or just one, so we are sticking with 2.618. that will give us 2.48 plus, add that to the closing price of this. Okay, right now the post-market price we have is 7.95, so plus 7.995 will give us 10.43. so our target is 10.43. that was achieved at some point. 10.43. yes, in this session it reached 10.22, 10.43. Come look at the daily chart. It has easily at some point has actually reached 12.84. so it's possible. 10.43 is our short-term target. It's the sort of levels it can get in within 1 week. Okay, target is 10.43 short-term target. Okay, so see what you make of EVTL stock, and we'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.